Hi, it's Carly McAvoy. Today we're doing problem solving, and I'm doing triangle and perimeter problems, 2 of each in this video. So remember that when you're talking about the angles of a triangle, they always add up to 180 degrees. So the measure of angle 1, the measure of angle B, the measure of angle C add up to 180. That allows us to set up an equation, but what we have to do is describe our 3 angles using expressions. And so the largest angle of a triangle is 4 less than 3 times the smallest angle. I don't know, let's call our smaller angle, looks like maybe this one, we'll call it C, we'll call this one B, and we'll call this one A. The largest angle should be this one, looks like the largest angle to me. So I'm going to say that's 4 less than 3 times the smallest angle. The smallest angle is C. So A I'm going to call 4 less than 3 times that. So 3 times C minus 4. So now I've described A using C. So I've got rid of one variable, and now I want to do the same thing with B. And B says the other angle is 11 more than the smallest angle. So B I'm going to describe as C plus 11. Once I have described those 3 angles, I know I need to add those 3 things up and make them equal 180. So for A, I have 3C minus 4. For B, I have C plus 11. And for C, I just have C. So one of the mistakes that people make is they leave off the C because they're like, well, I've already got C in there. This C is angle A. This C is talking about angle B, and this is the only one that's talking about angle, actually just angle C. So you need to have that third angle represented. Alright, so if I add up all the C's, I have 3, 4, 5 C's, and negative 4 and positive 11 is positive 7. And then I can subtract 7 from both sides, and I get 173. Well, it doesn't look it's going to come out to be a nice even number, but it doesn't always happen that way. So I'm going to divide both sides by 5, and C equals 34.6. I did that earlier, and that's degrees. So I know that C is 34.6 degrees. I know I can find B over here because all I have to do is add 11 to that. 34 plus 11 is 45, so that's going to be 45.6 degrees. Just adding that on. And for the third one, I'm going to have to take 3 times 34.6 and then subtract 4. I can't do that in my head. I can use my calculator if I want to, so let's do that. So I have 34.6 times 3 and then minus 4. And that gives me 99.8. And that is this one up here. And then you can always check to see, did your 3 angles actually add up? 99.8, 34.6, and 45.6. Those should add up to be exactly 180. That's how you know you actually got something that's a legitimate triangle. Okay, in the second one it says we have an isosceles triangle. Angle A is 2 more than twice the measure of the other 2 angles. Find the measures of the angles. Well, here's what I know about isosceles triangles. There's 2 angles that are congruent in isosceles triangles. So if B and C are going to be the same. So A, I don't want to use a new variable A. I'm going to use C again. So it says A is 2 more than twice the measure of any of the other 2. So I'm going to say this is 2C plus 2. It's 2 more than twice that one. And B, I'm just going to say, well, I'm going to call that one C because they're equal. I can use a different letter for that then. So what I have is 2C plus 2. That's my A angle. For B, I have C because they're equal. And then for C, I have C. And then that equals 180. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4C. And I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides and get 178. And then divide by both sides by 4 to see what that is. 178 divided by 4 is 44.5. So what I know is that's C down here. That's 44.5 degrees. So that means this one also is 44.5 degrees. Those are congruent. So those are both that. And then for A, I need to say 2 times 44.5 plus 2. All right, so I think that's 92, but 44.5 times 2 plus 2 is 91. Thank you. 91 degrees. And then I can always go back and check those by adding those three things up like I did in the last problem to make sure they actually add up to 180 degrees. All right, the next two are perimeter problems. We're talking about rectangle here, and it says the perimeter of a rectangle is 120 meters. The length is 3 less than 4 times the width. Find the dimensions. This always seems harder to students than it really is. We know that if you want to find the perimeter of a rectangle, you just add the 4 sides. So I'm interested in adding these 4 sides, and that's going to equal 120. So that I already know. I'm going to just describe my 4 sides. The length is 3 less than 4 times the width. So the length is based on the width. So I'm going to call this width, and of course it's the same on either side. And the length is 3 less than 4 times that. Well, 4 times the width would be 4w, and 3 less than that would be 4w minus 3. So a common mistake is to say 3 minus 4w. But if you think about it, if I said 3 less than my age, you'd have to know my age first, and then take 3 off, right? So 3 less than something, you had to put the something first. Sorry to wave my hand in front of the camera there. Okay, so now these 4 sides add up to equal 120. So I can say 4w minus 3 plus w plus 4w minus 3 plus w is equal to 120. I can just do it from the picture too. 4w and 4w is 8w, 9w, 10w. Or I could add it up here, 4, 5, 9, 10. Either way, either from the picture or write it out if you want to. Minus 3 and minus 3 is minus 6. And so then you have 120. And then I can add 6 to both sides, and I have 10w is 126. And dividing both sides by 10, I get the width is 12.6, and this is meters because we're talking about meters. Now, I know that the width is 12.6 and the length is 4 times that, but 3 less, right? So I just have to do, that multiplication to get that. And that gives me, I don't know what that is. Let's see. 4 times 12.6 minus 3 is 47.4 meters. So that is your length and that is your width. And if you wanted to check that, you could easily go back and add up 2 of these and 2 of those because all 4 sides make 120. Okay, very similar problem for the last one here. Tracy is installing a rectangular garden pond with a perimeter of 25 feet. If the width is 2 more than half the length, find the dimensions. Once again, add up the 4 sides to get the perimeter. So that part's not a problem. We just have to describe our 4 sides. In this case, the width is 2 more than half the length. So the length is our base variable, and we're going to use that to describe the width. And the width is 2 more than half of the length. So half of the length looks like this, and then 2 more than that. So 1/2 L plus 2. Half of the length is 1/2 L. You could say L over 2 also. That would be okay. But what I'm going to tell you from here is I'm going to just add up all that stuff because all 4 sides added should equal 25. 1/2 L plus 1/2 L is 1 L. So that's 1, plus I have another one here and another one here. So I have 1, 2, 3 L's. And then I have plus 2 and plus 2, which is plus 4, and that whole thing is supposed to equal 25. Now I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides, and 3L equals 21. Divide both sides by 3 to get rid of that coefficient of 3, and L equals 7. So L is 7. that is my length. My length is 7, but what's the dimensions? Feet. 7 feet. And then the width is half of 7 plus 2. Well, half of 7 is 3.5 plus 2 is 5.5. So my width equals 5.5 feet. And once again, you could easily add up the 4 sides and make sure that they all add up to be 25 because that's what we were given for a perimeter. All right, thanks and have a great day.